Verse 868. When he who is possessed of stupidity and imagination rising from his views of being and non-being is freed from the net of bad theories tainted thereby, and from greed, vice, and anger, he is washed of the pigment and besprinkled by the Buddhas with their own hands. 869. Some philosophers are confused about the direction of truth because of their theory of causation. Others are perturbed over conditions of causality. Others who are not wise abide in nihilism because of their negation of causation and reality. 870. There are transformations maturing from the activities of the manas and the vijnanas. The manas is born of the alaya, and the vijnana comes from the manas. 871. From the alaya, all mental activities take their rise like the waves. With habit energy as cause, all things are born in accordance with conditions of causation. 872. All things, momentarily divided but bound up in a continuous chain, are taken hold of as real, while they are of mind itself. They appear in varieties of forms and characters, but are the product of manas and the I vijnana, etc. 873. Bound up by the faults of speculation, since the beginningless past, there is the growth of habit energy, which gives rise to something like an external world. It is mind which is seen as manifoldness when it is hindered by wrong philosophical theories. 874. With that as cause, and with that other as condition, the Vijnana system is evolved. When these philosophical views are born, transformations take place. 875. All things are like Maya and a dream and the Gandharva city. They appear as a mirage, as a lunar reflection in water. Be it known that it is all due to self-discrimination. 876. From the splitting up of moral conduct, there is suchness and the right knowledge dependent on it. Such samadhis of superior grade as the Maya-like, the Shurangama, etc. are attained. 877. By entering into the various stages, the psychic powers and the self-masteries, the knowledge of the Maya-likeness of existence and the will-body are obtained, and there is anointment by the Buddhas. 878. When the world is seen as quiescent, the mind ceases, and the first stage of joy is attained, and finally they will reach Buddhahood. 879. A revulsion taking place at the seat of consciousness, a man becomes like a multicolored gem. He performs deeds of beneficence for sentient beings in the same way as the moon reflects itself in water. 880. When the dualism of being and non-being is abandoned, there is neither bothness nor not bothness. And going beyond Shravakahood and Pratyeka Buddhahood, one will even pass over the seventh stage. 881. As he goes up through the stages, his insight into the truth of self-realization will be purified at every stage, and releasing himself from externality as well as from the philosophers, he will discourse on the Mahayana. Verse 882. When there is a revulsion or paravritti from discrimination, one is removed from death and destruction. Let him discourse on the truth of the emancipated ones, which is like a hare's horns and a multicolored gem. 883. As the text is completed by reason, so is reason revealed by the text. Therefore, let there be reason and the text. Let there be no other discrimination than reason. 884. Such are the I, karma, desire, ignorance, and the yogins. Such is the manas in relation to the eye consciousness and form. Such is the manas in relation to the defiled. Here ends the Mahayana Sutra called Arya Sadharma Lankavatara, together with the verses. All things are born of causation, and their cause has been told by the Tathagata, and the great Muni tells that their cessation takes place thus.